Rich Adams traveling across Canada on a scooter to raise awareness of the dog meat trade and just compassion, I think, for all animals. Thank you for joining us today and bringing your scooter. How many kilometers have you traveled so far?
Well, thank you for inviting me here today. So far, I've done 5,314 kilometers.
Holy macaroni, that is a lot.
It's a lot.
Why did you choose the scooter? This is not the electric scooter we were talking about throughout this morning. This is a foot kick kind of scooter. Why did you choose this?
So what I wanted to do was to pick something that was quite unusual, so it got attention, but also very difficult, because I wanted to show that if I can do something as difficult as this, that requires a lot of physical exertion and a lot of physical effort, then people can be kind to animals and be compassionate. If I can put this much effort in, then people can make very simple changes in their lives and be kind to animals.
Absolutely. Now we're showing video of some of your trip. This journey was named after a puppy that you held really close to your heart. Why don't you fill us in on that story?
So last year I went across South Korea, and that was to raise awareness about the dog meat trade, which is a very brutal industry there, where dogs are tortured and then eaten. And as part of that trip, I actually found some dogs. And Kathy was one of those dogs. She was in a cage and it had no roof, no shelter, and she was essentially just left to rot there. And I said, I've got to do something. I've got to help. So with the help of a lady called Jenny Kim, which is a dog rescuer there, we got Kathy and several other dogs. And we got Kathy healthy. We brought her to Calgary. We were looking to try and get her adopted. And unfortunately, she passed away. So I wanted this trip to be in her memory and to show that her life actually meant something and that her life had value and her life had meaning.
You are heading from east to west.
Yes.
So from here you had a couple days off, is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
And then you're off to Vancouver.
Yes.
And is that your final stop?
It is, yeah. So I've gone from Point Pleasant in Halifax all the way to hopefully English Bay in Vancouver. And I'm going east to west, which is actually the most difficult way.
Yes.
Because essentially I go uphill all the way to the Continental Divide and I go against the prevailing wind. So again, that's to show if, as a vegan, as someone who's eating plants, if I can put so much effort into this, there's no excuse for people not to be compassionate to animals.
Absolutely. Well, we are so grateful that you stopped in here today to chit chat with us about your journey. You can find out more about Rich and follow his journey across Canada on his website, richthevegan.com.